Hello.
Welcome back.
Thanks for coming back, Beth.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Our diaries, it's really hard to align our diaries, isn't it, at the moment?
Well, I don't know what's the matter with us, because we should just put them in at the start of the year. But other podcasts do like seasons. And I'm like, you're a pussy.
I did try and do this with Georgie, and
Commit.
Georgie's like, nah.
No, you don't do seasons.
Georgie and Brian are like not commitment phones, they're like commitment freaks, so they have to like...
If we are doing something, we are doing it, and it's being done well.
So I'm fresh off the plane.
Literally,
from my hot girl summer Marbella holiday.
Hot girl summer or slutty girl summer?
Just summer.
No,
girl summer. That's all. That's all.
I bet you were L.
No, disgusting. Right, stop. Because my mum's actually commented on this, and she said she doesn't like it. And it's inappropriate about your rude jokes.
As if you don't make jokes about.
Don't frown at me. It's
not
not me.
It is you.
It's my mama. My mum's not happy.
No, you make comments to me all the time. And do you know what she does? She sits here giving it all the big one, and then the camera comes on and she's all sweet and innocent.
Actually, no, I didn't say anything off camera.
Sorry.
Don't try and make out fucking this shit. Because it didn't. You and Brian made some really rude... What?
Are you all right? Innuendo?
Innuendo? No, but it wasn't.
That's disgusting, actually. Thank you, Beth.
No,
thank you.
I don't know what he's saying, basically, but...
Oh, yeah.
Lost his wedding ring, mate.
My wedding ring is... Brian's
she's
crying
not wearing...
because I've got my rings
she's
on.
been out all
in
day.
In my dressing room, in the pot. It is in there.
It's too late now. Brian needs to sit down. It's okay.
Bring the little pot. She's got all my rings.
She's not wearing a wedding ring. She's been out all day.
I got hit on 3 times.
And Georgie's been on a destination wedding, and we've got a hot topic to talk about next week, and I can't wait to talk all about it because it was the coolest destination wedding I've seen in a long time. Your stories.
When are we filming again?
Tuesday. All day I've got in my diary.
Oh, okay. Better hope that's in my diary as well then. I have got so much to tell you about that destination wedding.
Yeah, but I need a whole episode.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about bingo cards. I've got some really big news to share. Okay. Really big news.
All right. Are you pregnant?
No. Not yet.
Have you got a boyfriend?
Nope, not yet. Yeah, should we just roll the intro?
Yeah, go on then.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome
the Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
So you know it's going to be juicy.
Guess what?
What?
I've got big news to share.
What is it?
Guess.
What do you mean get pregnant, engaged, you've already moved house, you sold the dog. Lesbian. That.
No, I'm maid of honour.
Oh, yay.
And I'm like...
It's not as exciting as lesbian, I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Are you watching... Okay, if you watched Virgin Islands...
No, I'm not watching that
Or
shit.
have you watched The Great Sex Experiment?
No, I'm not watching either of those things.
Oh! You are... married.
Your mum needs to have a word with you about all the sex stuff that you watch, because that's disgusting.
It's on Channel 4. It's actually a Channel 4 documentary.
First of all, I don't have time to have sex anyway, let alone watch a show about it.
Oh, it's actually, if anyone's watching it, it's
What's
actually,
the Great Sex Experiment?
So the Great Sex Experiment is basically couples who've been married a long time, hint hint, and they want to explore non-monogamous relationships.
Absolutely not.
So like, I've just watched the first one, and my friend makes us watch it. It's so funny. Basically, the girl was like, we've been together 12 years. We've only slept with each other. We feel like we've missed out. She's like, I'm bi-curious. I want to sleep with girls. So this girl...
you want to cheat.
So this girl...
You want to cheat.
So basically, this girl's gone in, like, and this lad's like, yeah, we're going to bring a girl in. First night, she's like, actually, I'd like to experience this on my own. And goes off with 2 girls.
Oh, that's not very nice.
So guys, if you're in an open relationship, here for it, but just not for me. Could you be in an open relationship?
I can't even be in this relationship.
No, but would you be in an open relationship where you could do what you wanted, but Brian couldn't? No.
Let me tell you one thing that does not work in a relationship. Multiple people.
It works for some people.
No, it doesn't. No,
but
it doesn't.
I just think...
You don't get old and thingy in a threesome.
100% you don't.
No.
And then
Where's
this
your microphone, Brian? You can't have these opinions.
Yeah,
from
Brian, you
random-
were talking the other day and I couldn't hear you because your microphone wasn't on.
Have you not plugged your mic in?
Plug it in.
Oh.
So then the other one, I will move on from this very quickly, but the other one, it was a girl and a guy. And apparently he's cheated before. So he's not very faithful. She wants to be with him.
So that a really good idea would be to stay together and both cheat.
But at least cheat and know about it. Yeah, great idea. He then, the first night, he ended up with 6 women in this room.
My man.
And they were all like, I was like, aren't you a bit overwhelmed? Aren't you overstimulated? You're kissing one, sleeping with another, then the girls are at it. And I was just like, the poor girl went to like the first like mixer with all the guys and went to bed early on her own.
Aww.
And then her fucking husband or boyfriend, some of these people are married, 6 women in one go.
Is he good looking?
No, not my type. Sorry if he looks like your husband or partner, but not my type. I think you should go on the programme.
What am I going to do?
It would be great
Brian
for the podcast.
and I would literally sit there like...
It would be great for the podcast.
And we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
We could get some new listeners.
No. No, I think if you don't want to be in a relationship and you want to sleep with multiple people, crack on. Absolutely go wild. It's never been for me personally. I've always had my next boyfriend lined up, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in a relationship, that's it.
Fair. So yeah, maid of honour, big girl duty.
Okay. Did you accept?
I accepted.
Is it a UK wedding?
UK wedding.
Okay. What have you got to do? You got to plan a hen do.
I've got to do fucking everything.
I don't know if
I've got to do everything. I love her, and she's now listening. She listened to the podcast on and off, but now she's gone
anyway.
right back to the start.
Oh.
And she recommended it to everyone. Always recommends it to everyone. And she's like,
Maybe I
it's
should
really
listen.
weird. She's like, I ring her. She's like, I've just been listening to your voice. It's really weird that I'm like, you're deep in it now, darling.
We're famous.
I
I don't know how I see your hen do planning skills.
Oh, my hen do planning skills are mint.
But are you planning your hen do or her hen do?
She's my best friend for a reason.
All right, okay.
Like, it makes...
Say less.
I know exactly what she wants.
Fine.
The only difference is she fucking loves pink, and I'm not a pink girl.
I can help you with the pink.
But I feel overwhelmed already because I'm so worried about budget. I'm so worried about making sure everyone's happy. Mums are not coming to this one, so they're having a home one.
That's fine.
You know, all that shit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm fucking meant to be good at this. And I can now feel why people aren't. I'm going on a hen do this weekend.
Okay.
And the amount of outfits that have been shared in that group chat that are fucking white, Georgie.
What?
That are fucking white. Let me show you.
What do you mean?
I hope they don't listen to this.
Somebody else wearing white?
Like, obviously everyone's sharing their outfits in this group chat.
Have they not been given themes though?
No. The bride, messaged the bride. I was like, that looks a bit too white for me. She was like, I know. Are you fucking joking? Are you ready?
You can't upstage the bride.
That's a white bikini.
That is a white bikini and a white overall thing on it. Overall.
You're old. Cover up.
Cover up, sorry.
Another
Does it go
one.
over all of her body?
Another one.
Overall.
Cream.
I mean, it's white.
But
It's white. It's whiter than cream.
It's not acceptable. Right.
Why do people want to wear that? There's so many colours, guys. There's so many colours.
I also think this is borderline as well.
Yeah, I agree. Champagne. Yeah, no. Just go for a colour. Unless, do you know what? If I was going to go back, I think I'd make everybody else wear white and me wear like hot pink. Yeah.
But I just went to Marbella.
Shout out.
For the streets. Honestly, wouldn't rush back. And people go on their hen do's there as well.
Don't freak anyone out. Is Brian? Oh, it was a drink.
It was a drink.
I literally thought he was weeing in the back of.
Yeah, so people go on their hen do's to Marbella. Every beach is so pretentious.
This is why
you can't.
It's just not for me.
You can't wear a veil. You can't
You're not allowed to wear a veil.
No, in like the beach clubs because they don't want hen do's. It's not. It's not about that. If I saw someone do the Tequila Rose sunset colour scheme, and they were like, "Are you all wearing the same colour?" No, you can't come in. Like it was like. So, like, if you're going, just double check the dress codes because, like, the amount of people that got stuff taken off them. Like, I saw a bride have her sunglasses taken off them, you know, the white pearl ones.
Oh, grow
And
up.
then everyone else had their sunglasses.
Oh.
So I was just a bit like, and my friend said she wanted to go to Marbella for a hen do, and I was like, I'm going this week. And I'm like, no. Like, I mean, there are places you can go, but like the big beach clubs that everyone talks about, also it's fucking extortionate.
I just can't.
Fucking extortionate.
I can't get on board with it.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
rather-
I looked at your stories and I was like, that looks really nice for Beth.
I wouldn't even want to go on my hen do that though. That's
I wouldn't
saying
even want to
something.
go. I don't even want to go. It's stress. Like watching that stresses me out.
But when you're in a big group, obviously it's way fucking cheaper.
How much have you just spent this week?
A lot of money. But we didn't go silly.
How much have you spent this week?
Apart from the Magnum of Whispering Angel.
No, including the Magnum of Whispering Angel.
I don't know.
How much was the Magnum of Whispering Angel?
€400. But let me tell you this. The day before we went to a beach club and we said, let's not buy drinks. Let's just buy tequila rose. Because one, we'll get drunk quicker. It's half the price of a normal drink.
Yeah, but aren't you thirsty?
No.
Hydrate, hun.
Oh, I had some water in between.
I feel like a right mum. I don't even care.
But
I'm going with it. Yeah.
We did that and we spent basically the same as a Magnum of Whispering Angel. Like, it was just ridiculous. So when you actually weighed it up, yes, it looks fucking bougie, but I was just doing tequila rose all day. It's just crazy. Anyway, I wouldn't rush back. It's full of leechy men. Like,
of course it is.
Yeah, but like, you know when there's like a good bit of attention. It was just like they try and torture you, like block you in and don't let you move. Like, it was just predators, and I just was like, ugh, no thanks. Had a lovely time. Wouldn't rush back.
Literally sounds like my worst nightmare.
It was lovely. Like, everywhere was really nice. Like,
you're not selling this.
Looked
to me.
great, but I mean, I'm not trying to sell it.
It's all for Instagram pictures. That's how I see it.
I've never seen so many BBLs.
BBL. Hold on.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, okay.
Big batty gals.
Okay.
So many hair extensions.
Yeah.
And they're all blondes out there.
My problem is you're the girl stood by the pool. I'm the one who wants to play mermaids.
Yeah.
Like, get me in there, put me some goggles on. I'm having a great time. Mm-hmm. So I would not fit in there.
No. I didn't fit in there.
No, I feel like you're borderline.
No.
You're borderline fitting in.
I didn't fit
you
in.
can pretend to fit in.
No, but I didn't fit in.
But you're not meant to be there.
Anyway.
All right.
So, Maid of Honour.
Yeah.
Big duties.
Fine. We'll keep you in
Marbella.
check, don't worry.
What else have I been doing?
No fucking work by the look of it, hun. Where you been? You've been on holiday back to back.
I know I'm going to Portugal in 2 days.
Why? Where?
Hindu.
Oh.
Duh.
Who?
Hindu baby. So yeah, and I've got my Team Bride swimsuit ready to go. I follow the rules.
Yeah.
I am doing what I'm told.
That's fine.
I will do what I'm told.
That's fine.
I actually know fuck all about it. I just paid my money and was like,
you did that for my Hindu as well. Hannah said that. You just paid your money and you shut up. That's fine. That's what you want. That is what you want.
I literally was like, what time's my
I've
flight?
got no opinion on nothing. I don't care about any of it. Here's my money.
I'll do what I'm told. I'll go. Tell me what to wear.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm a good person. Apart from your destination wedding, what have you been? Oh, I'm pissed off.
At me?
No.
Oh, what about it?
Venues.
Whoa, you're jumping all over the shot, yeah?
I'm sorry, but I'm just filling you in.
We
on the
haven't
last
seen
2
each
weeks.
other in a while, and I feel like it needs to be more structured than this.
You know, you had a rant the other
rant.
week.
You can rant. Here's the floor.
Venues.
Where have you been?
I can't say, but you know the usual culprits.
Yeah. What's wrong with them though?
They've got new management and they're still dickheads. And I'm so glad. I think it's one of my last weddings there.
I do know what you're on about. Interesting.
They're just so fucking rude.
Yeah.
And also, our kit is getting so lost. Like, I had 70 pieces of cutlery missing, right? 70. I was like, we need to collect it. We're here to collect. Where is all my fucking shit? I don't know. And I was like, well, I can't come back and get it. Like, we've allocated slots.
Yeah.
Then they find it. When are you going to come collect it? I'm not.
Send it me.
Send it me. No, we can't do that.
I have a little story for you. Remember years ago when we first started the podcast?
Yeah.
And there was a venue that I went to that was really horrible to me with the photographer that was really horrible to me.
Can you remind me of the venue?
No.
The photographer that called you and apologised?
Yes.
And
And the venue that emailed me to apologise.
Were they nice? You've been there?
Went back to that venue.
Shut up, were they
this
good?
week. I'm not going to tell you whether they were good or not, but I had a 3-course meal. Cup of tea on arrival.
Oh, fuck off. You're basically a registrar, mate.
But one of the girls said
They'd be like, fuck, she's coming, get her a cup of tea.
They did. She was like, they've had a conversation back of house because the person who was really horrible to me was the fucking managing director of. So the problem is sometimes it's not the venue, it's the caterers. But the caterers look like they own the venue. So actually, that's unfair to say it's a venue.
Ooh, was it the same caterers?
Same caterer because they're their in-house thing. So I turn up and I'm like, oh, please, let
Let
me just get through this
Wait,
day.
were you like nervous?
I was terrified, yeah. Because also,
this is the bitch that slandered us.
this is the bitch that slandered us. This is the and I don't remember I don't remember what we talked about on there, but I know I wasn't very nice. But also, they put me in that position that I wasn't very nice. This time I turn up and they went above and beyond, which was absolutely not expected
Did
whatsoever.
it give you the ick?
No, because I was like, but I said to one of the girls, because she was like, oh, I wasn't here last time, but I'm really sorry. Like we all heard what happened, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh. And
So
this is
how
towards
did
the end
they
of
all
the
know
day.
that it was them?
It was very obvious it was them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the things, they were awful. And like, I was saying about the setup of the tables, like they all knew it was them. But the one girl was like, oh, I'm really sorry, blah, blah. And this is towards the end of the night. And I was like, you won't know it. It's up north. I was like, this is how it's meant to be. Like what we've been today is what it's meant to be. Like, I can help you, you help me. Like, this was a church wedding. So I rang them before we were all coming saying, we're all on the bus. Like, I can help as well. But it was just, do you know what? I've touched wood.
Wait, did you have a VIP parking space as well?
I was the first there. So parked my little Fiat 500 in the...
Yeah, why have you got the Fiat 500?
Because my husband's a dickhead.
Why?
Because he all... Bless you.
I thought he went...
So when I do loads of weddings that are miles and miles
Yeah.
away, we hire a car so it doesn't put all the mileage on our
Smart.
car. So Brian was in charge of booking the car because guys, when I say I'm busy at the moment, I am unreal busy.
Don't you have certain mileage on the cars that you hire? That you can do?
No. Do we? We put in... Yeah,
Okay,
I stay
fine.
within. So I was like, please, can you hire me a car from this day to this day? He hired it. I get the confirmation. And one of the girls in the office actually was like, have you actually hired her a Fiat 500? And I was like, no, he hasn't. Don't be stupid. He was like, no, I've hired that, but normally they give you that or similar. It's normally better. Turn up and there's 2 Fiat 500 parked in the front of the thing. I'm like, you better be fucking joking that I'm driving a Fiat 500.
Were you shaking?
11 and a half hours.
Were you shaking?
It was that. Yeah, it was... Cute car, love the car. No shade to anyone that's got a Fiat
To be
500.
fair, you seem like a Fiat 500 kind of girl.
No, I don't.
Do you not think?
No. Fiat 500 girls are sweet, and their dad buys it for them.
I
and
imagine
they're-
Isla having a Fiat 500.
Isla
for her
is
first
a
car.
Fiat 500 girl. I'm not a Fiat 500 girl. So I'm turning up to these weddings like, you're all looking at me like, why is she driving a Fiat 500?
Don't worry if you've got to get the fucking bride
too
in the
old.
back.
I'm too old for a Fiat 500.
Brian, you should know better. If
You
what she
should-
had to get the bride in the
I
back.
didn't have to get the bride in the back. I had to get all the meadows from the church in the back. So I've got to try and put 6 meadows in the back of this Fiat 500. But it was one of the best weddings because I turned up and a few of the people knew me and listened to the podcast and watched my stories and stuff. So she wasn't old, but older lady comes over and she was like, this is in the church. So I walk into the church to see the groom. She's like, I'm your biggest fan. And I was like, oh, thank you. She's like, where's your fucking Fiat 500 then? And I pulled it up to the church to move it and she was literally pissing herself. And then some other girl said about blow me. And I was like, we're in a church. I don't think you're supposed to.
Please respect the Lord.
Please. But so I want to tell you about this wedding because this wedding was a good...
Is this the one where they ran in the sea?
No, I will also tell you about that wedding.
Okay.
So this wedding, we went through the whole
Wait,
day.
so the Fiat 500 was good, yeah?
Fiat 500 was fine. Never again am I having a Fiat 500. But
Frugal. Stop being so frugal.
it was a frugal decision. It would have cost an extra tenner to get me a nicer car.
Shut
wouldn't it?
up.
Yes, it is. No microphone, no opinion. So anyway, this wedding...
That is the
that's
title
the
of this
title.
episode, Brian.
To all of you, no microphone, no opinion.
And if it's not the title, we've thought of something better.
Yes. So I go to this wedding. She's type A, knows what she wants, love her to death. Just you know when you get some couples that are they're the sweetest couple. They're so in love, and I'm literally watching them judging my whole relationship. Like, oh, is that Brian is on one today? Like typing and shit. He's just trying to annoy us.
Did you type? You think he just typed the title of the episode? Love him. We can't shout him.
I love you, Brian. So anyway, they are genuinely the sweetest couple in the whole entire world. I love them so much. We go through the whole day, and it gets towards the end of the day, and she literally says to me, "Thank you so much." Blah, blah, blah. She's like, "Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong today," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Rude.
But I was like, "What are you talking about?" Everything that could have gone wrong had gone wrong. Her photographer cancelled in the morning because he was ill, so we had to send a second shooter. So she texted me first thing in the morning, and I was like, honestly, don't worry about it. I knew who the second shooter was. I was like, don't worry about it. And she was like, okay. I can't remember all the things that bloody happened. It rained all day, rained all day. The sound limiter cut out during their first dance. The cake
Was it like full cut out?
full cut out, lights went off and everything. The cake
What did they do?
nearly collapsed. I just told them to keep dancing. I was literally in the background going, and they were doing Sky Full of Stars, and it was so perfect. I don't think everyone was singing and stuff, but the problem was the DJ was the uncle, but it wasn't him. The sound limiter was just really, they'd said the sound limiter was touchy, but it was all the people singing to Sky Full of Stars. So actually it's not.
It's so annoying, isn't it?
Sound limiters are the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But the band had not plugged into the sound limiter. I don't know, it was a whole thing. But when she said all those things, I was like, oh my God, yeah, loads of stuff has gone wrong. But their attitude to the whole thing,
Fuck it, is what it is.
literally fuck it the whole time. And I can't explain to you guys enough how you just have to go, okay.
Is what it is.
Like you could have cried about your photographer all day,
yeah.
but it's not helping the situation in any way whatsoever. The cake nearly collapsed, so we just brought the cake cutting forward and then took the cake out. It rained all day. Okay, well you can either.
Why did the cake nearly collapse?
It was a big ass cake. I don't know. It was a family friend that did it, but it was stunning. She must be a cake maker because it was perfection. It just started to
Sink.
But they just were so sweet and in love, and everybody loved. You know, when you go to some weddings, just everybody loves everybody so much. And we did a church wedding, and I love a church. That was the other thing.
It's actually nice when they're actually in love.
That
sounds like a funny thing to say, but there's a lot of couples.
But there's also
not.
there's different types of in love. Me and Brian have a very different type of in love to what they have. We're like a ride and die couple. Like this is forever, but I don't want to kiss you every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Whereas they're in love, like they want to just,
Lovey-dovey.
oh, I just love you, and I just want to punch Brian in the
Kissy
face.
wissy
Yeah.
woo.
Kissy wissy. So yeah, all of this,
Also,
and then
can I just say, did you say I sold my dog at the start of this episode?
yeah,
It just reminds me because I do that to my dog. I'm like, kisses. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm gonna have to tell you something. I'm gonna have to say something to you, and you're not gonna like it. Do I have permission to say it?
No, it's about my dog now.
It is about your dog. One of you needs the dog. You can't share the dog.
We're sharing the dog.
You can't share the dog.
Okay.
Just have to either get the dog or cut the dog and run.
Never. I can't give it my dog.
Better get the dog then.
I think that's really bad. If you met someone, right, you were dating someone and they gave up their dog, you'd be like, you're not a good mum.
Should I tell you what's worse?
What are you going to do? Give it your
Meeting
fucking
your
kid?
ex every weekend to hand over a dog.
Take it or leave it, innit?
Leave it. Take the dog or fucking leave the dog. I get why you want to, but why on earth would you want a connection to someone that you don't have kids with?
He is my child.
So
Do you
take
know
the dog.
what? So many people messaged me after that episode and said they still share a dog.
Just, yeah, okay. I don't have a dog, so I can't comment. But
He came back poorly this week as well, and I was like,
what do you still have to speak to?
What
your
have you
ex?
fucking fed him?
Yeah, exactly. It's just an added stress of life. That's
And he had to get
unnecessary.
his little hay fever injection. And I had to claim that on the insurance. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Anyway, so I thought of one more thing that went wrong, but I saved it before it went wrong, so it was
Yeah.
okay. The vicar, he was a very lovely vicar, very young, interesting, not what I'm used to. Don't give me, he wasn't fit. He was the fittest vicar I've ever seen.
Brian, I would have that.
Sorry, have you seen vicars? He was actually the
Daddy.
fittest vicar I've ever seen because everybody is over 90. But anyway, he put
90.
two chairs at the end of the aisle being where the groom was stood.
Fine.
So the groom was like, do I stand in front? And I was like, why are there chairs here? And he was like, oh, we sit down for the ceremony. I was like, she is not going to walk down the aisle with two chairs between her and the groom.
They usually sit for a little bit, don't they? But not like
But off
at
to
the
the
end.
side.
Yeah, to the side.
Never have I seen two
In
chairs. So
the
I
middle.
had to go and knock in the vicar's quarters, like,
It's scary, isn't it?
yeah. I was like, excuse me, bowed a little bit. And I was like, oh, the two chairs, do they need to be there? And he was like, oh, I used them right at the start of the ceremony. I was like, I can't let her walk down the aisle with two red banqueting chairs at the end of the thing. And he was like, oh, well, they need to. I was like, can I just move them in? Can she get to the front?
Love thy neighbour.
Do
and all that.
whatever. Yeah, do whatever. And then I move the chairs in. And he was like, and I was like,
Please.
literally, I was like, please, can I just move the chairs in?
I'm
He
a
was
sweet
like,
girl
"All
in my
right."
Fiat 500.
I'm christened. I am actually christened. Swear on my life. I know the Lord's Prayer and I've been christened.
Yeah, don't tell him
I
the
can
title.
say it now.
God shall
God doth
no,
nothing
no,
for free. So anyway, that was allowed. So I'm glad she never... You can't walk down the aisle with two chairs at the end.
Yeah, no, it ruined the whole vibe.
So again, thank God for coordinators because she would have got there and gone, bruh,
Bruh.
Lord,
We've got some exciting weddings coming up together.
we have got some bangers. I'm excited for
Bangers.
this year, but this year I'm doing less weddings than last year, but it feels like more.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if it's
chaos.
because I'm just driving the whole of the UK constantly.
Like I said before to Brian, you need to factor in a driver. So you can actually sit and work.
Yeah,
you actually
that would
will
be
make
really
more
nice.
money than what you're spending on a
So
driver
what you're
by
saying
sat
is
working.
Brian should be driving me.
Well, you do have a child.
The child's an issue at the moment, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Aww.
She's just, I don't know what to do with her. Don't know where
Brian's
to put
busy
her.
making cocktails all the time.
So this week has been awful. You're all going to hate me as a mum, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
Where
anyone
is
that-
Isla?
Oh shit, where is she? She's at a friend's house. She went on a school trip whilst I was in
Oh, where
Italy,
to?
London.
Cute. And did what?
Oh, they went on.
Stay over.
Mate, she was away for the week
Where did they freaking stay?
in like some hostel.
Oh,
Yeah, think
PGL.
PGL. Yeah.
You used to love going on holiday.
She had the best time. She was dead when she got back. They all got a sickness bug while they were there.
Typical.
Yeah. So anyway, she did the London Eye, the Lion King, Tower of London, saw
Sorry,
the Crown
but how much did that
Jewels.
fucking cost you?
How much did that? Nearly £400.
Oh, that's all right.
She
Yeah,
did a lot.
she did a
She
lot.
did a
I
lot of
thought that
stuff.
was going to be like
Food,
a grand.
yeah, no, food, everything. So that's why I took on the Italy wedding, because I was like, well, she's not here
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Screw Brian, he'll go and play golf for the week. So she came back on the Friday, and then we both had weddings Saturday, Sunday. I didn't get back till Monday, and now I've got weddings Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I'm just like the worst mum ever. I need to buy her something. I don't know what to do.
I'm sure she's got a list.
She probably has got a list. One of my brides, shout out to you as well. I haven't said thank you properly. Here's my thank you. Bought me a Laneige lip mask. So I look like a cool mum, and I was like, we can share it, Isla. She's like,
Why don't you just give it her?
because it's a sharing, it's cuter.
I got one of them in my maid of honour
did you?
proposal.
You going to be maid of honour?
Yeah. It's my new personality.
Is it?
I'm not going to be a bride, I'm going to be a maid of honour. Problem is, she's now figuring out, like, it's really easy because she'll be like, photographers, I like this style. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
Videographers, this is what I like. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like, literally at the click of her finger, she has like suppliers that I'd recommend. Fucking booked.
When did she get married?
September 2025, Saturday.
This September?
Next year.
2026.
2026, sorry, yeah. But like all the videographers I've
Yeah.
said, all they're too expensive. Like,
Yeah.
literally,
It's not easy planning a
it's not
wedding,
easy.
gang.
And trying to do her wedding on the budget she's got, and it's not a small budget. I'm struggling. And I get mates rates on
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
these
You've
things.
got some favours to pull in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to help. Weddings are spenny.
I've got a question to ask you. I'm going to sit up and ask you the question. When do you think it is too soon to get engaged?
You're not fucking engaged, are you?
Surprise!
Oh, no. I wonder what people would be like. Oh,
Which-
congratulations.
who's-
who got back to your dog daddy, or are you?
No, I'm watching Maid in Chelsea.
Oh,
And someone's got engaged on there, and it's a really 50-50 split because in some people's opinions it's really
How
soon.
soon?
No, I'm not telling you how soon. I want to hear your
So
opinion.
my issue is age plays a factor.
Yep.
So my dad got engaged within 9 months.
Come on, daddy.
Actually, I think for all of his wives, it was pretty quick.
he's a lover boy though, isn't he?
He is a heart on his sleeve
Wears
kind of man.
heart on his sleeve.
But in his defence, and we'll get him on the pod soon and he can explain himself. In his defence, he was married to all of them for a long time. He's just had a
when
few.
you know.
He's married to my mum for 25 years.
Yeah.
I think they got engaged pretty quick, or he asked her to marry her on the first date.
I love him so much. He is my spirit animal. I'm here for, if someone I'd be like, yeah, love bomb me.
Love bomb me. But then my Fran, who he's with now, they got engaged within the year. No, they were married within the year.
Wow.
But they're still together, and it's
She's
been,
so
what, 10 years?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's
He has
got
a type,
he's
my
got
dad,
type. Blonde, petite.
Yeah. How soon is too soon? My problem is here we go. This is my opinion. No one come at me. I can't deal with the hate whilst I'm in busy wedding season, okay? In my opinion, if you're over the age of 30, then within 2 years, engagement. Like, if it's less than 2 years, if it's less than a year and a half, it's too soon. If you're over 35, within the year is fine.
Ooh.
If you're in your 20s, if you're 20 to 25, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're 25 to 30, 3 years.
Okay.
Is that right?
Well, on Maid in Chelsea, they got engaged within 6 months.
How old are they?
Younger. 25.
So they're in the 25 to 30.
Basically, he had quite a serious, like, life-threatening illness. And she was beside him in hospital. So he was kind of like, life's too fucking short kind of thing.
See, there are thingies to all the rules.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Exceptions
to all the rules.
So I feel like, but everyone's like, that's so soon. But I'm like, this guy was in hospital.
Yeah.
Like, life's too short.
Life flashed before his eyes and thought, I'm going to marry her.
I'm going to marry her. She was by his side in hospital bed. But yeah, people are like, but there's people that have been in a relationship on there for like 10 years on and off. Like, that's too soon.
Well,
and
this
I'm
is the
like,
problem.
You're
If you'd
bitter.
asked me,
You bitter.
If you'd asked me before I was engaged, I probably would have given you a different answer.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you the answer, 10 and a half years is too long to wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something
I'd
on
change
TikTok.
my wedding now, though. My wedding would be so different now.
I saw something on TikTok. They were like, you look at you all out there judging when people get engaged really quickly, but your man don't want to propose to you after 10 years. Well, like...
But I'll give us age on our side because I was 18.
And you had a baby and you...
Yeah, so you should have been proposed sooner.
But you were doing that kind of life.
We had no money.
You don't need money to get married, Brian. You don't need money to get engaged. We should have got married in Vegas when we said about getting married in Vegas. We actually should have. I think that would have been a great, like, at the wedding.
We've been sent something on Instagram.
What is it?
And it's about a wedding planner. And she feels like... She's like, I feel like we need your reaction to this. The wedding planner here, I think she's telling the bride too much and the bride's getting stressed.
Okay.
So I'd like you to listen.
Okay.
And I'm going to send it to Brian.
Pay attention to the weather. We just had tornadoes in our area, and they're headed your way. Cool.
Well, there's just a potential threat for tornadoes, which actually makes me want to die, but that's okay. We're not in danger right now. Okay. Possibly later, though. I'll let you know.
Is it gonna go away though?
Yes,
What's the hour?
it's supposed to 30.
Oh my god, I forgot. It's actually like 12.
No, yeah, it's actually 108, but that's okay. I'm scared of thunder, but I can't hear it. Okay, shut the fuck up. Everything's fine.
What's the beeping? Tornado warning.
There's just a tornado out in the front lawn.
Street right now, that'd be crazy. It's your 10 right now. That's a very giant puddle.
Why is she showing? She's showing her the ceremony space that's all flooded.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't care?
I don't know.
Okay.
Does that go away?
No.
But like,
May,
What
no.
do you mean when? I don't know anything about
She looks
agriculture,
beautiful.
but I think it's probably
bride.
going to be there in a little bit. I mean, if you want to slip and slide it, I'm cool with that, but...
Okay, no. She's not a good wedding planner. Am I allowed to say that? Sorry, Brian's asking me to explain it. Basically, there's a tornado happening outside. There's a weather warning. There's a flooding in the ceremony space.
It's all shit.
But she's telling her all this stuff rather than just saying,
Don't worry.
should I tell you what I would have done? What's her name?
I don't know.
Casey.
Yeah.
Casey, the ceremony's inside.
Why?
It's rainy. Ceremony's inside. Off you go.
But
Down the aisle.
But I want to go outside.
We're not. We're inside.
Okay.
Do you trust me?
No.
You don't trust me?
No.
Well, I'll fuck off then. You should be. I tell
I'd be
my
like-
couples minimal.
That tornado warning? Oh, false alarm.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. Turn your phone off.
What?
To the point where on a wedding day, when the bride asks the time, I tell everyone not to tell her.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm like,
Lie,
you
lie,
don't
lie,
need to
lie,
know. And I'll do my joke of if you don't have a bum bag, you're not allowed to know things.
Ooh.
I'm in charge. You've given me your wedding to deal with whatever stuff happens. At any point on your wedding day, if any of your suppliers come over to you and say, this is what we're doing, you kind of just go, okay.
Yeah, you don't ask questions at all.
No, just let it be.
At
Can I
all.
tell you about my St. Ives wedding?
Is this the one where they ran into the sea?
Yeah.
Yes, because I wanted to know that.
How do I... She won't mind me saying that it was...
Did you get some rock?
No.
Oh.
You're like my mum, you are. My mum texts me like, how comes you're not coming to see me? Because my mum lives in Cornwall.
How comes you not come to
Yeah,
see me?
come to see me. I live in Cornwall. Are you not coming?
How comes you not come to see me?
So I text her back like, do you understand what I do on a wedding day? I start at 10 a.m. and I finish at 10 p.m. I drove from Manchester the day before, so I drove halfway, stopped, drove the rest of the way. We'll do the wedding and we'll drive halfway home to get halfway back the next day. When am I getting rock, Beth?
Why are you not come to see me?
This is why I tell people I'm Welsh and nobody ever believes me until I get really angry and it all comes out.
No, he said you sounded like Rose West.
I don't think we should be name dropping Rose West on our podcast. Did you see there was
Fuck's
there was
oh, imagine.
a news reader thing and it was like the people send in their things, and they were like, "Oh, happy anniversary to Fred and Rose West," and someone sent it in as a joke, but they were like, "Love from all your kids." You're the and they're like, "There's a picture," and it's in Australia, so they have no idea who they are. So if anyone doesn't know where we're based, doing this podcast, our claim
Georgie
to fame.
lives like 3 doors down from Fred and
No, I
Rose
do
West's
not.
house.
My nan knew Fred West's brother though. They were
Bet she did.
they were friends.
Friends of benefits.
Why are you winking? What do you think my nan's done?
Ho.
My nan is not a hoe. That's my dad's dad as well. Dad's mum. So I hope you're happy. Hope you're proud of yourself. She's still alive, so I'll bring her over.
Oh.
She'll tell you off. Oh my God, would you like to hear something really sad?
No.
Sorry, Dad, turn it off. My nan was going to get remarried. So my granddad died. And then my nan met this lovely older guy.
Yeah.
Was going to get remarried.
At what age?
Like 70s. Like they were literally just going to do this cute
Is
little
there any
ceremony
point?
thing. Well, they felt it was not sinful because I don't think she's that religious, but not right for them to be living together. But like they both had people, their partners had passed away previously, so they were both being buried with like. So it was purely a companionship thing. And he died like 2 weeks before the wedding. Isn't that so sad?
Your poor nan.
I know.
That is like bad luck.
I mean, she was married for 30 years before.
No,
that.
but I mean like that is
she was
like.
all packed for the honeymoon and everything. It was awful.
Oh.
I know. I was
Let's
supposed to
get a little cosy out. Unpack her cosy.
Stop.
Oh.
I should have taken her on holiday.
Yeah. That's really sad.
Isn't it sad? But that
Death
happens.
scares me so much.
Yeah.
We won't talk about it 'cause it's a bit depressing.
No, but I had learned the song for her to. I was playing her down the aisle on the piano. That's why I can still play Canon in D for people that those 2 songs that I can whip out. That's one of them.
That makes me really sad.
I know. Sorry. Anyway, so I'm sitting in St Ives. I didn't get any rock.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Do
Do you like rock though?
rock the
It's
candy,
sweet.
the like sticker
Candy.
rock. Candy, but it is candy, isn't it? It's like no, not salt water. It's like it's basically we've got some in the cupboard. We actually have some rock here, but not from St Ives. Anyway, so
Isn't it cool how they get like the little names in it?
is this what you want to talk about?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Did they have little rock as favours or what?
No. This is what I mean. So this is what I'm going to tell you. This was a full planning wedding for us, so we'd done all of it. This gal didn't care. She just was there for the party. She was so
Here for a
much
good
fun.
time, not a long time.
She was here for a good time, long time. Didn't care what anything looked like. Didn't care, like knew what she wanted, but was just like, yeah, cool, that's fine. No, did she have it? She had shots. Tequila Rose.
Of course she did. My
This is-
gal.
this is the scene I'll set you. Tequila Rose. Pretty sure they were all drinking a lot. Pretty sure they might have been, whatever was happening. They were all Essex geezers. They were just, they were fun. They were a
Geezer
fun
breezers.
group. Geezer wheezers.
I said breezer.
Geezer breezers. Bit of wheezing as well. I don't know. They were smoking. But
Sounds
she
fun.
was
Wait, why St Ives?
loved it there. Wanted to be by the
just-
beach. Yeah.
Cute. I'm just not a beach gal.
I'm not really a beach girl.
As soon
but
as sand touches my toes,
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, I feel dirty. I feel like
I
I
was
can't
quite
wash
proud
it
of
off.
myself going onto the beach and not saying anything.
Imagine if you wouldn't go, if you refused to go on the beach.
Yeah, I can't do that. Anyway, and I don't say this as a plug for coordinators, but if I had not have got her down that aisle, she would not have gone down that aisle.
Why?
Just was so
Fucking
chill.
about.
Just yeah,
having a good time.
having a great. They probably had the best day of their lives because they were just so chill. But they were just. It was the funniest wedding I've ever done because they were the polar opposite of the couple the day before. They
Fine.
didn't want to be kissing. They didn't want to be doing the photos. They wanted to do a couple of photos on the beach and then leave him alone. The groom was like, I'm done. See you later. Off he goes back up to his mates. But all she wanted was to go in the sea in her wedding dress. And I'm like, okay, no worries. So she was like, I'll probably go in like 7:45. And I was like, no, you won't. Your first dance is at 8. So should we do the first dance first? Oh yeah, good idea. Like, that's what I mean by they just wouldn't have had a wedding if I hadn't done it. So I made her do the first dance first. Then she was like, going in the sea. I was like, okay. She was like, get all my bridesmaids, get all my groomsmen, get my husband, get me down to the thing. I was like, cool. Okay. I was like, have you got a second dress? No. Okay. Pajama? Like, what's our plan? Because I need a plan for me, for my own sanity. Just need some kind of plan. She was like, we'll figure it out. I was like, okay. Take her down to the beach. I was like, these dresses get heavy. Please be careful. Like, just paddle by here. She just wanted to splashing around, splashing pictures. Some of the bridesmaids were like, absolutely not. It's freezing cold. Like, it's still in Cornwall. The groom rolls him things up one way. One thing, he's like, I'm going in 2 steps. That's it. And she was like, get your fucking ass in the sea. he was like, absolutely not. So her brother was then like, come on, they're gone. They're absolutely gone into the sea, running into the sea. And I'm like, half of me is, this is fantastic footage. Like, this is wonderful. I'm loving it. The other half of me is like, those dresses get heavy. I'm going to have to go in. I'm going to have to save her. She comes out. She goes in with the bridesmaids. They fall over in the sea. The waves are coming. The one bridesmaid's getting waterboarded by the ocean. I've never seen anything like it. But we came back in. It was a really cute moment. The groom was absolutely having none of it. He was off. So she was just in with the sea with everybody else. Came back in, absolutely soaking wet, sand everywhere. And the mum comes over and I'm like, oh my God. And the bridesmaid or someone was like, oh, what do you think of that? What a waste or something. And she went, she's never going to wear it again. And I was like, yes, mum. She's like, what's that she's going to do? Sit in the loft? Go and have fun, babe. And I was like,
oh.
yes, mum. So then we went back to the room and I was like, what are you putting on? And she's like, oh, I just put on my t-shirt and shorts. That's what I mean by there's just different types of couples and that's all right.
But at what point are you not being a good bridesmaid if you don't go in the sea?
So one of the bridesmaids was absolutely not going in the sea. And I was like, I would have got in the sea.
Do you do what you're told? If everyone was doing it, I'd be in there.
I wouldn't, the one that was waterboarded, I wouldn't have gone that far in, but I would have hoiked up, skirt high, splashing around, we get a little bit wet. Because the thing is like,
if you're all doing it.
But also just go and have a shower quick.
Yeah. Fair.
It was 8:30.
Yeah.
We had hours left. There's no photographers and videographers.
Yeah.
That was the last of the photos, so why not?
Fair.
Would you go in the sea? You don't like the beach.
If I got told to, I would.
But there was literally, they were staying on site.
Yeah, like I will do what I'm fucking told.
Same.
I do whatever, even if I really don't fucking want to, I'll do it.
I agree. But then people aren't like that, are they? The groom was absolutely not doing it. But then he went back and got changed.
It's his wedding, so I feel like he can say and do what he wants.
Fine. But I could not believe the 2 different weddings that I went to back to back.
Everyone is so different, aren't they?
And you just have to play to your, like, there would have been no point her spending, I mean, it looked gorgeous, but she didn't spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on decor.
Yeah.
It would have been so wasted on this crowd because they just were there for fun.
Yeah.
The shot favours were the perfect thing. Like, do you know what I mean?
What were the colours?
Whites, greens, and the tequila rose pink.
Pink. Love it.
The bridesmaids were in black.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, black satiny numbers. She had quite a big dress, more than what I thought she'd have. And she'll tell you this, she had her pockets, big pockets, vape in hand. I was like, get that fucking vape. It was that kind of wedding. I was like, get that fucking vape out of your hand. You're about to walk down the aisle. I was like, give it to me, I'll put it in my bum bag. She's like, no, I'm putting it in my pocket. I was like,
yes, you tell her. Tell Georgie.
I was like, the only
you ain't
reason
taking any shit from her today. I want my vape, I'll have it.
You can have it. The only reason you can have it is because it's blue and it can count as your something blue going down the aisle.
That's so
But I've
funny.
never seen a ceremony so quick. It was so, and sometimes I have to stop myself and go, this is what she wants. This is what she wants.
This is what it's meant to be like.
Yeah. I can give my opinions on loads of stuff, but if you disagree with it, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But I want your reason for disagreeing. And if you have a reason, absolutely fine.
But if you're that type of person that is genuinely just going to have so much fun,
cool,
then fine. But if you're going to pretend to have fun,
this is my problem. I don't mind.
Like, how many
of
you were getting in the fucking sea?
Yeah. But if you want to do that, can we just have a dress ready? If you're type A but you want the sea pics,
did she get a hair?
Yeah, she went under.
Fuck's sake.
She went under, which is why I was stressing. I was like, I need to be ready to.
She's going to drown.
Can save her.
My insurance ain't covering this.
I was like, this is not on my public liability. There's nothing to do with me. I'm off duty. Took my bum bag off.
I took my bum bag off. I'm off duty.
Nothing to do with me. This.
That's true.
But it was so much fun. Such a funny wedding. I literally got in the car at the end of the day and I was like, the fuck has happened?
Yeah, I bet you're like,
what have I done? What has happened?
Did you enjoy it though?
Yeah. But it was, I just had to turn on a different part of my brain. I had to turn on Fun Me. Like at one point, and again, this doesn't happen at every wedding, we got to get everyone out of their room so they can turn it around.
Yeah.
So I'm going table by table, like, ladies and gents, can I just ask, we're getting everyone to move over? And this one lady went, you just want us to fuck off, don't you? I went, yeah, can you fuck off so we can change this room around? Couldn't have said that the day before.
Yeah.
Would have been sacked if I said that the day before.
Yeah.
But they were all like, ha, yeah, no worries. And I'm like, ha.
I think they're
Thank
funner.
God. It was so much fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
But it was like, I was just like,
Chaos.
have to check myself.
So you have to actually work harder at those ones because it's not so
And because
by
they
the book.
because they weren't type A.
And they were like naughty fucking school children.
They were naughty fucking school. That is exactly the way
That
she
is
described
what
them.
they're like.
They were all naughty little school kids and I literally had to be like, get in here, go and do this. Cake cutting. this is the problem. I have to do the cake cutting because I have to get you out of this room, because otherwise I can't get the DJ started and you can't get your C pictures. So for me to make this happen, I've got to be a little bit strict. So like my name on the day was Hitler. I was like, fine, in a fun way, I hope. I don't know. But if I hadn't done
West, Hitler.
yeah, call me what you want. But if I didn't make them do that, the whole day would have then gone off the rails. And you do need some structure.
Well, you'd miss
to a
out on the
wedding.
bits you want to miss out on.
You wouldn't have got the
and-
C-pics.
Yeah, and that's why you were there.
That's why I was there.
Hitler. Love
Hitler was
that.
there.
I'm going to call you Hitler.
I'm okay with it. I'll take it. What are you reading?
Some messages.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, always.
I had my wedding day last week, and it was. So, I'm holding my phone like this.
But my wedding
because-
coordinator was Hitler.
Hitler. Holding my phone like this because it's our bitches and DMs are now all in a
Excel
spreadsheet.
document. Look at us moving up in
Because
the world.
we organise. Also, have you seen our new logo?
Yeah, do you like it?
Do you? Seen
I've
our
got an
new-
issue. And I know Pat listens, so I'm going to ask him. I would like some new photos.
Me too.
It's bad, I know. I think we look different.
Patty, can
Can we have more pictures, please? But I don't know where I want them because I
don't know where, I don't know how. I feel like when we got a new studio, we're going to have a whole new vibe.
Where's this studio happening, mate?
Yeah, well, after wedding season, when we figure it all out.
Okay, so we've got to have that picture for the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, can't we just take some photos ourselves?
Is there any from the tour you like?
Yeah, but they don't suit.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Why you got hair? Why you got red lip for?
Yeah. All right, we'll figure it out. Pat, let us know.
I had my wedding day last week and it was so magical. Thanks so much for all the amazing advice. I've listened to every episode all along the way and I've learned so much and really enjoyed it with you. There are just two things that are bothering me that didn't quite go to plan on my day, which I want to vent about. The first was when I reached the top of the aisle. My husband's three best men, don't ask, were lined up behind him really formally, like you see in American films.
Oh.
This was not planned, and I don't know why they were standing there like that, but they never sat down like the rest of the groomsmen and all the bridesmaids, even though they'd seen the seating plan, which I think heavily implies sit the fuck down. It didn't say sit the fuck down, I just added the fuck in. I'm now worried any wide shots of our beautiful outdoor ceremony are going to look weirdly unbalanced. I think it's going to look ridiculous, like they were all queuing up to marry me. I mean,
I like that.
Each to their own. Second thing was our venue coordinator and photographers forced us and all of our guests into taking a whole wedding photo right after confetti. I hate those shots. I think they're pointless and old-fashioned. They fumbled it and took 10 to 15 minutes coordinating different versions of it. Because of this, we no longer had time for our afternoon's couple shots. I kept saying, I don't want this photo, but they didn't hear me. I also started doing a mean grumpy face in the hopes they would stop, but they didn't notice that either. I then struggled to enjoy the wedding breakfast because I was anxious that we had to fit in an unplanned golden hour shoot or we wouldn't have any photos as husband and wife. I guess my takeaway is that aside from a shot list, I should have given the photographers an anti-shot list of things we definitely didn't want. Everything else was perfect, so hoping venting about this will help me get over it and stop focusing on these small things. Run over. Thanks, girls.
Okay. I'd like to start with the group shot.
Yeah.
This is the difference between wedding and venue coordinators. Anyway, you get asked that in our final meeting thing. But also what I would like people to start doing is creating the document that you give to the, you know, that they ask you stuff, like the venues will run through their questionnaire. Give them your own thing. Give them your day plan and be like, this is the plan. And you can then put on there whole group photo. No, thank you. But you can't give people an anti-shot list because then it's too hard. Like,
I think
your photographer should have
on your
discussed
call,
that with you.
You should be like, I really don't want a fucking group shot list. So or I just be on the day, I'm not doing it. I don't want it.
Yeah. A group shot, I have two opinions on a group shot.
If it's quick,
quick, I agree it should be after confetti. That's the perfect time to do it. But if you've got more than 60 guests, it's a ball ache. And if there isn't a perfect spot to do it, it's a ball ache. Like you've got to have the lawn and the steps and the photographer stands on the steps and shoots down. And it takes 3 seconds then. But no, I've seen it before. Guess I did one before. And
different varieties. What are we doing?
They got people in a heart at one I did.
Sorry? A heart.
A heart shape.
And did they get a drone out?
Yeah.
I am going to throw up in my mouth.
Hey, each to their own. But to me, it didn't feel like a good use of time. And I don't think the couple knew anything about it.
Sorry, but if you're doing that, you must hate me because you know I fucking hate that.
It's not for me either, personally. I just don't think I'll ever use that
What
photo.
about initials?
I've done it once before where it was mowed into the lawn, which if you want it, it makes sense because at least you can literally be like, everyone get in the heart. But if it's not something that's already been pre-planned, it's not for me personally.
So I'm just going to clarify. They made the guests stand in a heart shape, got a drone out.
Everyone looks up.
Vile. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm really sorry if you've done that at your wedding and want to do it, but like,
You do you, boo.
who am I to judge?
This gal's shaking her tits at Marbella. So where'd you go?
I ain't got any tits.
Shaking whatever those were.
Georgie messaged me in one photo and was like,
Mate,
"Where
she
have those
posted a picture and I was like, those are not your tits.
And I sent her a video. I was like, not from the side then.
I was like, you stay front on angle because then she squeezes her armpits together
actually,
and
no,
hopes for the best.
It was a good top.
Sure.
It was a good top.
Did you do that that bronzer trick where you
No. It was just simply a good top.
My other problem is the people standing at the top of the ceremony. This is a registrar thing. Remember that whole episode we had about us just not knowing things? Is because sometimes they just make it up. I specifically told my celebrant that I didn't want people stood up.
I think it's weird why they were stood up and not the bridesmaids. If they were all...
Because the bridesmaids wouldn't have been told to go and stand up.
Because the bridesmaids are not stupid.
Yeah, bridesmaids are not stupid. Again, guys.
But why did a
day
photographer
plan.
not go, or registrar go, guys, sit down?
Well, no, because she would have told them to stay standing up.
Why?
Because the best man normally... In a church, the best man stays
he had three
with the
best man.
dad. I've done it before where the dad and the best man have been stood up for 90% of the ceremony. And I'm literally watching being like... Guys, I think you just need to, and I say this with love, educate yourself on ceremonies and figure out what you want so that you can tell people what you don't want. Do you know what I mean? Buy a day plan online and give that to your venues. Thank you. You're welcome. Carry on.
I just like the comment of they all look like they're waiting to marry me.
Yeah, that's cute.
I think...
But I would be gutted, my wide shot, but just
also,
edit them out.
Edit them out.
Yeah.
Or just, you've kind of laughed about it now. It's kind of funny.
I hope your vent helped.
Yeah.
But I'd also be annoyed.
You ready for a bitches?
Yeah, I specifically asked my celebrant to sit down the best man at our wedding because I didn't want him in the photos. Sorry, Brian. He doesn't listen, let's be honest. Go.
Imagine if he does.
He doesn't. And if he does, I haven't spoken to you since our wedding, so hope you're all right. Hope you're well. Hope the wife and kids are happy.
Georgie's not wearing her wedding rings anymore anyway, so...
Yeah, single Pringle.
You were the reason. Hello. You ready?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in my winter clothes.
Yeah, I got my leg out. Oh.
No, it's raining.
Yeah, it is a bit miserable.
Cozy. Ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi girls.
Hi.
I am just binge listening to all your episodes. You have so many followers and probably don't read messages anymore.
Oh, first of all, I love the fact that you think that we have loads of followers. We read them all and they all get put on a spreadsheet for us and we read them out. Yeah. If they're good though, if they're
Hence
juicy.
why my phone is like this. But I'd really like to send a bitches from a bride. I'm getting married in November and my parents are divorced and really hate each other. Just to give you more context why. My mum cheated on my dad and even invited the guy to her wedding. And my dad is now in a relationship with my aunt. And yes, that would be my mum's sister. Yeah, boy.
My man.
My man, my guy. All three will be at the wedding and I already feel sick thinking about it. My mum is not an easy person and likes to bitch about my aunt a lot.
Of course.
She's actually more jealous of the relationship I have with my aunt.
Yeah, I bet.
We are very close as my mum was never around for me. How can I look forward to my big day when I have panic attacks just thinking about it? I want to share moments with my aunt at the wedding, but we both know that my mum will start a scene and definitely ruin my day. Fuck, that's like passing that one to you.
Okay.
My guy.
Couple of questions at the start. Sweetheart table. Actually, these aren't questions, these are suggestions. Sweetheart table. Boom, done. No one on top table. Haven't got to worry about that. They're sitting on totally different tables. No issues there. They won't even see each other at the meal.
Sorry, I just need to process this.
He married the sister. Mate, that is the best
revenge.
petty revenge I've ever seen.
You do something like that.
You cheat on me. If Brian cheated on...
Brian was like, that's what I do.
I tell you what, if the best man's listening, if Brian cheats on me, I will sleep with him.
I'm coming for you.
100% I'm coming for you.
And, you know, I'm not saying
Not
no.
asking. Girls and boys can't be friends. So I am that petty gal. No problem saying that at all.
What advice are you giving? Because obviously she's close with her aunt.
Oh, sorry.
now.
Yeah, I actually have to.
So
help
is
with this.
aunt like stepmummy?
Aunt would be stepmummy, especially if she doesn't really like her mum. Sweetheart table is 100% easy peasy. Different sides of the room for the other lot. Don't care.
Different sides of the aisle, reserve seating.
Different sides of the aisle. Have the reserve seating, definitely.
Corsages.
I would personally put the aunt and the mum on the same row, but not on the same side.
Yep.
So then they can't kick off about who's closer. And yes, I didn't sit my dad next to his wife in the reserved ceremony because my dad needs to be on the front row. My stepmom wasn't. Go on.
It's just, is the mum going to get rowdy?
I don't see it ever happen. It'll be later on in the evening, but I just don't think it does. Like,
I mean, she's got to fucking sit with her ex-husband and her sister.
but you haven't got to sit with them.
No, but like see them.
You got to see them, but you shouldn't have cheated.
After a few tequila rows,
So the ceremony won't be awkward because they're not near each other.
there's going to be a fist fight.
The drinks reception, they can be far away from each other. Don't wind her up. No. Excuse me. Just choked on myself trying to
Left,
get
right, good
passionate.
night. That's what's happening.
Drinks reception, they're separate anyway. I would make sure how I order my shot list is clever. I'm not putting dad, mum together in a photo. I'm also doing dad's side of the family, groom, I'm assuming, side of the family, mum's side of the family, so they don't even have to be near each other for that bit. Make sure that your photographer and videographer are aware. Make sure that if you've got a coordinator, they're aware so they can keep them separate.
I do feel for the partner of this situation. I've got a couple that this is kind of not this extreme.
Oh, sorry. For this, I was going to say the sis knew what she was doing.
But like for example, in this case, the groom, like as a collective, you're spending a lot of money on your wedding and you're sat worrying about your partner's family. Like it is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like it's so shit. I'd give her a brief and be like, do not play up.
If you play up, you're off. You're
I'd
gone.
book Georgie, and then if she kicks off, Georgie can drag her out by her hair.
As long as it's before the time I leave. Yeah.
Georgie's really strong.
I am actually really strong, yeah. I can.
Would you ever do that?
I would break up a fight,
Like,
yeah.
no, if they were arguing, not this situation because this is going to be absolutely fine, but if there was like a fight happening, would you like, and then if they started on you, would you knock them out?
I would never hit first.
You would do Brian's jiu-jitsu
I would
moves.
jiu-jitsu before I punch someone, yeah. If someone hit me, I'd hit him back, 100%.
Can someone set this up because it's really funny?
I just would, just little
I feel like we need to do like an Ant and Dec and have a fake wedding and set you up.
Yeah.
Brian, this would be a really good April Fool's.
Feels an expensive April Fool's
And
to get me to go to a wedding.
I'd love to see what you do.
I think I'd also grab a few groomsmen.
Yeah, but you'd be like, you would be shocked.
100%.
I'd be fucking shocked.
The problem is half of me would be like, this is going to be a wonderful story for the podcast. The other half of me is then like, I need to deal with this. I'm quite good, I think, I say this about myself, I'm quite good at dealing with something then and there. I don't really have much time to, I guess that's why I'm in this job. I can deal with something right now and I can make a decision that I'm just going to stick with.
Your face would be like that.
I'd be like,
oh fuck, this is actually happening. That's what I feel like you'd be.
Grab a couple of guys, you take her, someone hits me.
Go on, do it again.
See you later.
How do we, where you go next?
No, she's out cold, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a one punch kind of gal. Okay.
We actually don't promote violence because
This is why I genuinely would never hit anybody first. Ever. I would never hit anybody. Unless they spat at me. Don't you think spitting is the worst thing in the world?
Or they did anything to Isla.
I would happily
Kill
for my child. 100%. No problems.
Would you kill for Brian?
He can look after himself a little bit better.
So no.
It's also like if
not
somebody...
worth sitting in a cell for, is it?
No, and I've still got to look after Isla.
And then he'd probably go off with your
some cellmate.
Your long lost sister anyway. So
I've got a half sister that you could.
He'd probably go off with Hannah.
No, this is why I remember the whole discussion about being friends and men. You're friends with Hannah.
Hannah's family.
Why is that different? But she's not.
Yeah, but we wouldn't go and meet for coffee if we broke up.
You have met for a coffee.
If we broke up, we wouldn't.
Oh, sorry, I see. Isla was there as well, by the way, just
we
to.
wouldn't separately be mates. We wouldn't.
Oh,
Oh, poor Hannah.
She wouldn't either. She knows the rules.
No. How's her life going anyway? She loved
Yeah,
it.
good. No, don't think so. Oh, no weddings. I've got no weddings to go to anytime soon. You were my next.
My friends just got engaged, and my other friends just got engaged.
Yeah, I would like a wedding to go to.
I might get engaged. Who knows? I got to be over 30, which I'm going to be in a few months, so I'll go into the new bracket.
Of 2 years though.
Yeah.
Year and a half it was.
Year and a half.
Oh, shut up, Brian. He's like, wrap it up.
Do you want to quickly go for your bingo card? Or
Yeah,
do you
well,
want
I
to
feel
wait
like
till
he's
next
gonna
week's
shout at us.
inspo?
No, because next week is all destination. What's the time? Yeah, let's just wrap it up, shall we?
Okay.
Shall
I'm giving you an extra week to work on your bingo card. And you, Brian, but you're not getting out of this.
Whoa. Okay.
He's like, mine was a long-term goal. It's halfway through
it's
the
a
year.
We're 6
halfway
months
through
in.
the year.
No, it's fine. I'm re-looking at my card and there's definitely a few that I can sort out. I always got so much stuff to talk about. You see my meta glasses as well?
Yeah, they're cool.
Thank you.
They did give me a bit of motion sickness though.
I'm trying to walk less with my head.
Yeah. I was like, I feel a bit sick.
Yeah, no, I'm working
But they're
on
cool.
it. No, thank you. I'm going to get a lot of BTS. Anyway, I'm just going to cut this short because I'm not speaking to you anymore. This is the end of the episode. Brian's going to cry because he's got to get this all planned, edited and sorted out by tomorrow. So I love you so much, guys. We'll see you next week. We're talking all about destinations next week. Love you. Goodbye. Peace out.